Welcome to the video where we will inform you all about the process of electrical discharge machining, or EDM. When there is a voltage difference across a dielectric medium, it will not conduct electricity until a certain critical voltage is reached, at which point it creates a high-energy spark between the two leads. If you apply a flow of dielectric material between two leads with a voltage difference, and control the voltage and the distance between the leads, you are able to control the sparks and subsequently control the material that is removed by the spark from each lead in the circuit. This process can be applied to any material that conducts electricity and allows removal of material in such a way that leaves you with a precisely machined part. There are three types of EDM that are used to machine parts. The first is wire EDM. The second is RAM EDM. There's also small hole EDM.
In wire EDM, a long wire acts as an anode while the workpiece acts as a cathode. In the diagram shown, the workpiece is in yellow, the wire is in gray, and the dielectric, which is usually deionized water, is in pink. When enough charge is built up, sparks jump from the wire through the dielectric to the workpiece. The sparks erode material from both the wire and the workpiece. The chips of eroded material are flushed away by the dielectric. The following video clip will show examples of wire EDM in more detail.
Making parts with highly detailed, extraordinarily tough shapes and tight tolerances can be nearly impossible with conventional machining techniques, but not with a wire EDM process. Imagine being able to make precise cuts in metal with a blade no thicker than a human hair. That's what wire EDM can do. EDM stands for Electrical Discharge Machining. But instead of a blade like a bandsaw, wire EDM uses an electrically charged hair-thin wire to remove microscopic particles and shape the part. These animations help show how wire EDM works. The wire carries one side of the charge, conductive material carries the other side of the charge. And when the two get close, a white-hot electrical spark jumps the gap, melting away tiny dust particle-sized pieces of metal, 2 microns or smaller. How small is a micron? Well, if this was the diameter of a human hair, this would be a micron. But what's all this liquid? Well, that's the dielectric. Deionized water, really, useful because it doesn't conduct electricity. In wire EDM, the liquid dielectric controls the sparking, cools the process, and flushes away those tiny particles as they're removed. All very fast, about 1 million sparks per second. The particles themselves are each about the size of a particle of smoke. In the right hands, wire EDM can be used to hold really tight tolerances, create incredibly complex shapes, work with difficult materials that may be extremely hard or soft, and if needed, make really small parts. There's even something called small hole EDM for working from the inside of the hole to the outside. All completely automated and CNC controlled. No human involvement. At Exact, wire EDM is all we do. We're very good at it, making us the perfect wire EDM partner to produce complex precision parts that often can't be made any other way. Like this. Looks like one part? It's really 2. And this springy thing is just one part. Want to see more? Watch more of our videos or call for an appointment. You've been watching how wire EDM works. At Exact, we'll make wire EDM work for you.
Wire EDM is a very precise but slower manufacturing process, resulting in higher costs. Typically, wire EDM is limited to small production quantities. However, there are techniques to cut multiple parts at once. In this case, EDM can be used in medium-sized production quantities. You can think of wire EDM as a process similar to cutting with a bandsaw or laser cutter, minus the kerf angle. With wire EDM, you are able to control the angle of the cut up to 45 degrees. The minimum internal radius is limited to the through hole, through the part, and the kerf from the wire, which is about 2 microns. With wire EDM, you can hit a tolerance of 1/10 of a thousandths. It is also able to machine stock up to 36 inches tall and weighing up to 10,000 pounds. Wire EDM is able to machine any electrically conductive material. For example, it can cut tungsten carbide with ease. Some benefits of EDM include non-contact or no cutting forces, burr-free edges, intricate details, superior finishes, minimum operator intervention, and the ability to cut square holes. When designing for wire EDM, remember to consider the lead-in and lead-out cut. For interior cuts, a through hole is needed to thread the wire to start cutting. For larger production quantities, sheets of metal can be stacked and cut at once. Holes in the part should be drilled after cutting. Work with your manufacturer to determine the ideal thickness of the stack. For more information on the manufacturing process, visit www.reliableedm.com and pick up the complete EDM handbook for free. Thank you for watching our video on electrical discharge machining.